Hello class, today we'll be learning a new set of 10 vocabulary words. We're also going to be going over the concept of synonym and antonym, which we'll get into in a little bit. But today, before we get started with the lesson, I want to just hand out a simple worksheet. It's a crossword puzzle that you guys will be able to do in groups of 3. So I'm going to hand this out. Now this is only a non-graded worksheet. I want you guys to do your best, and you're going to be just graded on participation points and working in groups. So group up in group of 3. I will group you with the appropriate partners. And again, I'll hand out this worksheet. This is a crossword puzzle that goes over the 10 vocabulary words and their definitions that we're going to go over today as a class. But this is just to familiarize yourself with them. It allows you to kind of see where you're at, see if you know some of these words. A lot of you guys might know some of these vocabulary words. So it'll give you a chance just to struggle through that and do that to the best of your ability and just have fun with it. This is, again, just graded on participation. So do the best that you can. And I'm going to hand this out to you guys and break you up in groups of 3. There you go. There you go, Johnny. Okay, so how did you guys like that? Did you guys have fun? Did you guys do a good job? I'm going to be looking over those a little bit later, and we will see how you guys did as a group. How many of you guys, after doing this crossword puzzle, by show of hands, how many of you guys knew some of the words that were on there? Yeah? A few of you guys? Looks like, yeah, a couple of you guys knew some of the words. Great. So I'm going to go over these words in just a little bit. We'll go over the definitions of each word. Again, there's 10 words that you guys should have gone through on the crossword puzzle. But I'm going to go over first, before I get into the definitions, I just want to get into the concept between synonym and antonym. Now, can anyone tell me in the room if they know what a synonym means? What does that word mean, synonym? Yes, Johnny? Yes, exactly, yes. So, basically, synonym means same. So it's a word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word. So, for instance, happy. So what would be the synonym for happy? What would be the same word for happy? Yes, Samantha. Joyful, yes. Joyful would be, that's great. Great job. Yeah, so the synonym for happy would be joyful. So now let's get into the concept of antonym. Does anybody know what the word antonym means or have any guesses? Yes, Sammy. Yes, exactly. That means basically the opposite. So the opposite of synonym is antonym. So it's the opposite a word or phrase, or nearly the opposite. So, can anyone tell me the antonym for happy? Anyone at all? Raise your hand. Yes, David. Sad. Good, David. Good. Yes. So, we just learned that synonym, basically the same, for happy is joyful, and the antonym, or the opposite of happy, would be sad. So today, as we introduce these 10 words, these 10 new vocabulary words, which some of you do already know some of them, which is great, I'm going to go over their definitions for you, and then we're going to be talking about, and you guys are going to have a chance to learn through this worksheet what the synonyms and antonyms are for each of these 10 words. Now, at the end of the day, you won't be given these worksheets anymore. You'll have to hand them back to me, and we're going to have just a little in-class quiz on the definitions of the words, as well as you being able to define what their synonyms and antonyms are. So, let me introduce to you the 10 words. Now, I have this slideshow here for you that goes over each word. And these words are multisyllabic, which means that they have more than one syllable related to them. So, first word is tired. Can everyone see that? Tired. Now, can anyone tell me the definition of tired? Yes, exactly. Basically, tired, we all know what that is. It's in need of sleep. Second word, as you guys can see, is episode. Now, episode is an event or a group of events occurring as part of a larger sequence. Now, as I go over these guys and as they're on the board, pay attention and write down. Again, I'll hand out this worksheet that you'll be able to see the words. But pay attention to how they are spelled, what they look like, and what their definitions are. Begin to think about the antonyms and synonyms of each of these words. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can you guys see that? Beautiful. Can anyone tell me the definition of beautiful? Yes, attractive, pretty, handsome. We all know what beautiful is. Next word is boulder. Anyone tell me what boulder means? Yeah, basically a large rock. Good. Now pay attention to the spelling, like I said. That one can be tricky. Next word, fifth word is discovered. See that? Now discovered is to find something or someone. We've all discovered something. The next word, now this is one of the probably most tricky to spell out of all the 10. Jewelry. Does everyone know what jewelry is? Basically a personal ornament, such as a necklace or a bracelet, perhaps. The next word is fire. Fire, we all know what fire is, right? Can anyone tell me the definition of fire? It's pretty tricky. It might be bright light or heat and smoke, burning or flame. Basket. Now, which word? This is just for extra. Can anyone tell me basically how to spell basket without seeing it? Can anyone tell me? Yeah, good. B-A-S-K-E-T. Basket. Now that basket is a container used to hold or carry things. The ninth word is chapter. Can everyone see that? Chapter. C-H-A-P-T-E-R. A main division of a book. Now the 10th word, which we're going to go over, is friendship. Anyone tell me what friendship is? Yeah, the relationship between friends. We all have friends out there. Now, that brings up an interesting topic. What do you guys think of when you think of friendship? Think of someone that's nice to you, someone that you can relate to, someone that does things with you or for you, and vice versa, right? You guys do good things for them. So what would be the opposite of a friendship? Opposite of a friend, maybe. Yeah, maybe an enemy, someone that's mean to you at school, someone that bullies you. So guys, we all want to be good friends, right? No one wants to be someone's enemy and bully, right? Yeah, so that's important to pay attention to. And the concept of synonym and antonym kind of helps you understand the same and opposite of the word, right? The same as friendship is a relationship between friends. It's building together and doing things together. Which is a good thing. It's the same as that. But the opposite, we don't want that, right? We don't want to have enemies and people that we bully or they bully us, right? So I'm gonna pass out this worksheet, and this worksheet right here goes over an example of synonyms and antonyms. It also goes over again the definitions of all 10 words. And we are going to have a chance for you guys to look over these, study them, and then later on in the class we are going to be having just a quiz, like I said, where you're going to be able to spell out these words and write out the synonym and antonym for each word. So I'm going to hand out this worksheet for you guys, that way you guys can study. There you go, John. Good job. So, today class, we were introduced to 10 new multisyllabic vocabulary words. Along with learning their definitions, we practiced formulating synonyms and antonyms for each of those words. You were able to creatively learn these words through an in-class discussion as we went over a slideshow of each word and talked about the differences between their synonyms and antonyms. We're also able to group up at the beginning and do a fun crossword puzzle, which hopefully you guys now have a better grasp of what those words are compared to how you did at the beginning of the day. And then we ended with a quiz, which I will grade, and we'll see how you guys did with these 10 new words that you were introduced to today. Each of you guys will continue to practice these words throughout this year, and this is just the beginning day of getting introduced to these 10 new words and getting introduced to the concept of synonym versus antonym. I'd like to thank you guys for your cooperation. You guys did a great job. You guys were very adaptive in learning these 10 words. This isn't the end. We are going to begin to learn how to integrate these words into our daily life and into our writing. Each of these vocabulary words were introduced today for a real purpose, and that is to eventually be able to use them in our everyday language and in our everyday writing. So tomorrow, you guys can look forward to having the opportunity to use these words in a real written way. So we're going to tomorrow be introduced to writing a paragraph that has these words in it. So you guys will integrate these new vocabulary words into writing, which will be very exciting. But along with that, again, I want to thank you guys for just cooperating today and being willing to learn a new set of vocabulary words and being able to learn the difference between synonym and antonym. So, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.